All right, we're back. Judd'z Budz episode. What can't read 183. As always, your host Spokesy, joined by my good buddy Isha. Isha, how we doing?
Pretty good. Wild got a win against a depleted Canucks team, but a win's a win. And let's keep that momentum going into Nashville, because Nashville ain't a good team either, and they literally broke Steven Stamkos.
Mm-hmm. They really did. It's Dude, fucking unbelievable.
Like I knew he's getting towards the final chapter of his career, but like he was still like a point per game in Tampa, and it wasn't like he was just riding coattail. He was very much driving play, and I don't know what's going on.
Nashville just fucking stinks. I don't know what it is.
That too, but like you can be on a team that stinks and still put up individual numbers. I mean, there's guys on the Wild who are doing it. It's like Stamkos, like, yeah, it's we're complaining about Kaprizov's turnovers here. At least Kaprizov has like what 16, 17 points.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like we can't really talk shit about other hockey teams now because I mean the fucking Wild clearly stink, right? They're awful. But they weren't awful for one game. And we'll touch on that real quick. Then we'll do mostly prospect stuff. But before that, real quick, I don't know if you noticed, but I moved my shit around. I rearranged my entire room again out of nowhere on accident yesterday. Like I literally
you're on the other side of the room, right? You're on the other side.
I was in the other corner over there. And then I found out, well, last summer I fucking took apart most of my room. Most of it was here when I got here, like when I first moved in. And then I took the shit apart, which I realized everything that was already set up in my room is definitely not set up by one person and definitely not by someone who doesn't do it professionally. And I almost died like 57 times. I'm
guessing limited tools too, probably.
I at one point only had a screwdriver.
I was gonna say, like, did you even have a drill?
No. Power tools? Fucking high.
I have like a normal drill. I got an impact drill. I have a screwdriver. I have a I think I have just like a normal saw and like a bit set, but like very basic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I literally, when I first started taking it apart, I had nothing, and I slowly had to get some more things. But eventually I took it apart, and then there's one other thing that I left up because it was actually useful, and I found that I could move it yesterday, and I moved it so I could clean, and then all of a sudden I realized I had bit off significantly more than I was ready to chew, and I was like, fuck, I have to rearrange the whole room again, because like there was shit in the middle of the room that wasn't in the middle of the room. All of a sudden the mattress on the ground. I was like, how did I think I started cleaning, I just blacked out. I don't know what happened.
You know what's funny? I've done that before, and I feel like there's at three significant points in my life. Like I think, I don't know, sometime when I was in high school and I was like, oh, I'm just going to rearrange everything. And I just like pulled everything I owned out, realized I had way more shit than I actually thought. And then it was like, oh, I'm in it now. Like I can't just stop because there's everything on my bed and half of the bed is in pieces. And yeah, I always hate that. Like when I move too. And it's like, as I moved a few times in my life. Mm-hmm. And it sucks when it's just like getting everything packed and realizing that like you think stuff's organized until it's really not. So
I'm pretty methodical about how I do all that shit. I also, whenever
do not believe you at all.
I'm literally like a psycho with how like every square inch is planned out and like where I'm packing shit and how I do it. Other than when I'm in a rush. But that's like
which
never like there's never like an actual move. It's like if I'm moving, like when I moved here, I think I needed one fucking ride. Like I don't bring much anyways. I don't like having a lot of shit because it's overwhelming. Oh my god, I just knocked everything over. So yeah, I like plan it out. I also used to help my aunt with her fucking staging company, except I was just moving furniture and
so that's
packing the U-Haul. Me and my dad were like literally like just like stand there. Yeah, we're gonna put this way. It was the most guys being dude shit ever.
Nothing like packing.
But I just wasn't thinking yesterday. All of a sudden, I realized that I had a bunch of shit in the middle of my room. I was like, "Fuck!" And I moved everything again, and then I remembered why I moved this the first time, because like the floor over here is just, it's like destroyed. So I have like splinters now. It sucks. It's brutal, dude. Like it's
Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna see Z in a different corner of his room due to splinters.
No,
so stay tuned for that. That is the tease of all teases.
That's true. You literally are gonna see me. So I don't know where though. I'm gonna try something else. But
next time, just live stream yourself rearranging your room.
The whole fucking room's set up really annoyingly. Like it's a very annoying layout.
This is the greatest intro ever to the show, by the way.
I have to do this right now just to get myself awake.
I love
here. I'm like dying. So, yeah, we'll see what corner of the room I'm in. I might be in the fucking living room next week.
You're just outside on the front porch,
just vibing out there. I'm just walking through Boston on my phone.
I'm surprised you haven't done an episode just straight up like. Just not in my house right now, just, on the phone, walking.
Every once in a while, I'm like, I'm sure the fuck off. Go fuck yourself. Talking shit to someone. Yeah. I should just do it for the drop, too. That would be good.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Anyways. That shit.
Anyways, actually, before we do it, hockey stuff, too, is Toronto ever going to win, like literally anything?
I hope not.
I mean, the Raptors got one a couple years ago.
Yeah, but I don't I don't even say that Toronto won that. I just say Kawhi Leonard won that. He was going to win wherever he chose to go that year anyways, I feel like. Cuz like so much shit just went right for the Raptors. I don't know. Put it this way, cuz I hate Toronto sports more than I love my mother, and I never want to see any of them succeed at all. Toronto FC and Maple Leafs in particular, and I guess Argonauts too. I fucking hate the Argonauts. But the Raptors are the ones like I hate the least. So like I wasn't mad when they won. I also liked Kawhi Leonard. So I was that was probably the only run where I was like I'm not conflicted here because my boy's on the team. Back when like I even kind of cared about the NBA. And yeah, but every other Toronto team I'd never want to see win. I would do crazy things if it meant that any Toronto team doesn't win in my lifetime. After I pass, I really don't care at that point.
Whatever.
Bygones be bygones, but if I had to do some crazy ritual, like cut off my hand, if it meant like Toronto sports never won again in my life, like I would do it in a heartbeat. Like that's how much hate I have for not for the fans, just for every single one of those teams. Yeah.
There was something about the Blue Jays that I thought was fun, and I just feel bad the way they lost. I mean, first of all,
I heard it was a really good game. I'm not a baseball guy at all.
It was one of the best World Series ever.
That I heard it was one of the best games. I heard it was like teeth grinding right till the end, and then I heard there was almost a fight too. So I was like, oh, maybe I will become a fan of baseball because.
Oh yeah, it rocked.
Yeah, I heard there's almost a fight. See, I am like that
baseball
one
bench clearing. Whenever they clear the benches or the whatever the dugout.
Let me at him. Someone hold me back.
Well, nothing happens. You like 99. But the funniest part is when the bullpen, because they're out in the outfield, they're behind the fence of the outfield, and like by the time the dugout's clear, and then the fucking every single time the camera pans above the field. And like it's like a minute and a half later, the fucking bullpen there's like 25 guys that he just like slowly jogging to the front to the fracas, and nothing happens. It's like by the time they get there, everyone's like, we're done now. Like we're actually not even mad anymore. They're like, all right, cool. And then they just go back. And it's like it's my favorite thing. It's so annoying because they're just like this slowly. I'm like, I don't know why the bullpen should just coordinate and
just
fight
go right
each
at it. Yeah, 100%.
That would be electric if the camera panned above the field, and then you've got the brawl going on the infield, and then the bullpen is just throwing haymakers in the outfield. That would be fucking awesome.
I gotta look,
but no, every time it's just a slow little jog.
Yeah, well, it's like in the NBA, they just like they just poke at each other. Get on my face. Get on my face. Yeah, then flop like soccer players. I honestly think the NBA is more dramatic than soccer, personally. Soccer,
Yeah,
they sell them. Don't get me wrong, and that pisses me off.
It's the fake injuries that drive me crazy.
Yeah, I feel like in soccer,
and I played soccer.
Yeah, I know you follow a lot of it too. I'm just saying, my personal thing is, I think they really sell stuff, whereas the NBA, I just think they're just soft.
Yeah, I mean, well, the NBA, they are selling the contact or whatever. The fucking, like, what drives me nuts watching the Premier League is when they start screaming. Like, it's the screaming part holding the leg, and then like
then get right back up.
All right, but like, I get like part of it too is they're fucking exhausted. So like sometimes they'll just do it like, I'm dead. It's just like catch a breather. But I'm like, brother, the game started 6 minutes ago. You're fucking fine, and I don't think your leg's in half. So like, you can stop screaming now. You got the free kick. Let's go. Yeah. But basketball's annoying because there's like, they like explode,
and they're so big. Like right, they're like all them. The biggest humans on the planet. So like, they're just it just looks so silly when they're flailing around out there, especially like Durant, because like, and I think Durant's awesome. Like he's he's older now, but
he makes me laugh.
Yeah, talent wise, like one of the best in this era. But like just when he flailed around, he's so tall and gangly. I'm just like, it's just so silly to me. And again, I'm that psycho that I only watch professional sports in which you're allowed to fight in the sport, because my view is, if you can't fight in that sport, it's just a game. It's just adults playing game at a very high level, but it's basically checkers.
Okay.
So like calcio storico, hockey, lacrosse, and then obviously fighting. So it's just really hard for me to get into these other sports. Like at least the CFL, there's 2-3 line brawls guaranteed a season, and it's just kind of like, you're just rolling the dice, watching every game until you find that diamond in the rough.
Yeah. Who the fuck was it? Actually, in Cosgrove just put in the Odor versus Bautiste Joey Bats fight a couple years. That was insane.
Okay.
Fucking Roughneck Odor caught Bautista square on the chin. And like you could, in the slow-mo, you could see his face is like his eyes are like, oh, goes to the back of his head, but then he like catches himself where he goes all the way down, but it was fucking awesome. Anyways, we can move on. Let's do hockey. All right, I can talk about
let's quickly touch about the Canucks game. Yeah, no, we don't even have an outline today, so we're just straight up raw dogging it. Quickly, let's touch on the Canucks game. It was a must win. The Canucks were 9-10 players depleted. Hughes, Garland weren't even on the road trip with them. It was one of their depth guys who scored. And what I liked about the game for the Wild is they put together a full game. Every period they look good. And sure, maybe not as dominant as I would hope. But at this point, like they had dug themselves, especially like with low confidence wise, like they weren't working with much going into that game other than like the team was just depleted and they're playing like a AHL team. But if you're in your head, you're in your head. If you're not playing good hockey, I feel like the bad bounces come your way. And there were some slip ups, there were some bad bounces, but for the most part, sure, Kaprizov didn't score, but I liked seeing the rest of the lineup contribute. I liked seeing Tarasenko getting involved. Hinostroza looked good. Johansson continues to put up points. So overall, I'm like, okay, glad they won. Glad we got some more scoring, but we're still far from out of this hole. And like, they honestly have to, I feel like I'm setting the same expectations for Nashville. I don't care if they win by 1 goal or put up 5, but they got to stomp Nashville as well.
I mean, they just need to start putting some fucking wins on the board. But I mean, like you said, they went 5-2, and like it's nice they did it without getting contribution from Kaprizov. And then I think Boldy just had the 1 point. But Tarasenko with a goal and 2 assists in 11 minutes time on ice, which is interesting. Middleton was a +3 in his 20 minutes time on ice. Favorite played 25 minutes, no points. 3 shots, and then big game for Brodin, goal, assist, +2 and 23.5, I think it was, minutes. And he added 4 block shots, so that was good.
Arguably his best game, obviously, offensively, but he was just on. Like, he didn't slip up much at all. The defense just looks so much better, too. And again, it's going to look better when Kiefer Sherwood's the best offensive player on the Canucks team, which love him. Him getting in everybody's face, chirping Faber on the bench. Didn't get a goal. I thought he'd at least get 2 because he's on a heater. 9 goals, 0 assists so far. I think 12 games for the Canucks.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely insane. He kind of reminds me of Freddie Gaudreau, to be honest.
He's
30, by the way, too. Like, he played mostly AHL. I think he even played a few games in the Coast, and then was just like a bottom 6 guy for a bunch of teams. Anaheim, I think, to start, and then Colorado, and then Nashville. There might even be another team in there as well. And yeah, came over to the Canucks and it's been dominating.
Yeah, I mean, his whole like rise to get where he is pretty interesting too. And I was listening to Dimitri and Armin Dial talk about this the other day. He's going to be one that'll be interesting to like see. He's obviously just the way that he plays. He's due for a raise in pay. Obviously, it'll be interesting to see where it is and exactly how much it is. Like you said, he's 30 years old. And I think he only has realistically a hand, maybe 2 or 3 fully NHL years, but like the last couple, he's obviously been awesome. He's off to another ridiculous start. But he plays the brand of hockey that literally every single GM, I mean, your fans fall in love with him. Every GM wants him. Like, he's just very fun to watch. It's legitimately nonstop fucking chaos. Like, he only moves at 1,000 miles an hour. Yeah. Like, it's just last year he set the record for most hits in a year, and he added like the 20 plus goals. Like, he is just a fucking crazy person. But he's very fun to watch. So he's obviously going to be an interesting one to watch going forward. As far as just like, where's he going to go? What exactly? Like, I think it's going to be interesting to see where that number actually lands. Because like, even though like, obviously what he's doing this year and then what he did last year, like, there are people like, pay whatever he wants. I don't care. Like, if you just keep him here in Vancouver. But like, I mean, I don't know if you can actually afford to like really extend yourself too far there.
With how this team is going, they might just have to just have something there, and I don't know.
Even if he doesn't score, just for the vibes, you know, you just need
the vibes are at an all-time low with the Vancouver Canucks, and yeah, it's
what is going on there, dude?
They're cursed, man. They're cursed. What
it is. Yeah.
I know it's the 2011 is the darkest timeline. I'm sorry, this is the wrong person to tell this to, but like, this is some community shit. This is the darkest time. The darkest timeline. 2011. Not only lost Game 7 to the Bruins, fucking Aaron Rome couldn't keep his fucking shoulder down. Yeah, that was it. Like, the Aaron Rome hit just was the darkest timeline. I don't know what was going on. He was possessed.
I can't remember. I don't remember that.
Then the city burnt itself to the ground.
Yeah, I don't. Jeez, I can't remember that at all. I don't. Yeah.
Brian Kessler charged recently too. I don't know if you saw that story. God damn, we won't get into it too much because Brett and I are going to dissect it on Wednesday's show. But like, there's just nothing good. There's just nothing good coming out of Vancouver right now. I guess Hughes and Garland got sick new watches last week.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's something.
Yeah, my buddy was at the mall because I asked him. I was like, "Because he lives in Vancouver." And I was like, "Hey, did Hughes and Garland travel with the team, whatever?" Because we were talking Canucks, and he's like, "Oh no, they're here." I'm like, "What do you mean here?" He's like, Hughes literally walked out of like one of the watch stores with either like a booster juice or like a milkshake, something, styrofoam cup in one hand and like $30,000 watch in the other. Garland new suit, watch bag as well. He's like, "No, they're having an off day."
That rocks. Love that. All right, so let's start. That's something. But anyways, again, Wild finally get a fucking win in that homestand. Put up 5 goals, only give up 2. Let's see. I think they were perfect 3 for 3 on the PK. Scored 1 on the power play, I think. So, hey, one step forward. You know, you got to keep going. Need to string a couple more together here.
Winnable game.
Keep the fucking puck out of that.
Yeah, I mean, quickly before we just move on to the meat on the bone and the prospect stuff, like winnable games. I mean, Carolina probably one of the tougher ones. We got Nashville. Carolina's gonna be tough. Islanders winnable. Flames winnable. Sharks winnable. Ducks winnable. And then we get kind of back into the deep end a little bit. But like these next 4 games at least are games they should be able to they should be able to not only just win but get points out of. I know just getting points right now is unacceptable, but like, hey,
I mean, we'll take it. Well,
Yeah.
I don't care. Don't care. I just want to see the fucking performances like improve because, like, I mean, just the start has been gross. But again, hopefully Vancouver in a step in the right direction. But we'll see. But yeah, we said this last week. We didn't really want to do a whole lot of wild talk.
As long as Marcus Johansson just keeps going point per game. What was the stat? Did you hear the stat last week? I think it was Walls he uttered. It was like that dollars per goals or something like that. He's leading the league in dollars per goals or something. Like, I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, yeah, dude, he's like on a fucking.
Oh, it was Lepanto. It was Lepanto. Yeah, it was just.
Yeah. Of course, it was Lepanto.
Yeah.
The Pants Man.
The Pants Man. What do we got?
Well, I mean, realistically wanted to just do mostly prospect stuff for this one. So I went through, watched as many of the games as I could this past week from all the prospects. Obviously tracked some stats. The kids in Europe were not playing, but we've got some OHL, a couple WHL, and some college hockey games to talk real quick. Or, well, not real quick. We're going to do a full-on roundup here. But I'll leave it up to you. Should we start OH or CHL, or should we go college to start?
We start OHL or CHL.
OHL, perfect. Well, that works because first guy on my list here, Adam Bannock, Brantford Bulldogs in the OHL. First of all, that team is just eviscerating everyone. Played 3 games. They did lose 5-4 against Barrie in overtime on Wednesday, but then this weekend on Saturday they pounded Flint 7-0, and then they beat Saginaw 6-2. Really just putting the boots the state of Michigan. Bannock with a goal and an assist in that first game, the loss against Barrie. He also added a goal and 2 more assists against Saginaw. That 6-2 win. He's up to 27 points, which is tied for the third most in the OHL as we speak. 27 points in 14 games. That's 8 goals, 19 assists. He's also got this, I think it's the second best plus minus in that league. He's a plus 17. One of the goals that he scored, or the goal he scored on Sunday at Saginaw, was an absolute fucking rip from deep, which I hadn't seen him really pull off all that many times before. A lot of his points just coming from in close. Mostly assists, but I did not know that he had that shot in his bag. I mean, he just like ripped it. He's just so fun to watch. Like just the little things that he does, like little shoulder fakes, head fakes, like looking guys off, like just the subtle little movements that he uses, and just so deceptive with the puck. I love his ability to just like the touch passes. Unfucking believable. He's just like creating high danger scoring chance after high danger scoring chance. He's just been electric. But yeah, this is the goal right here. It's very nice. He's gonna get it from O'Brien here. O'Brien, by the way, leading the OHL in points.
Dude, it's so trippy to me that they're not Hamilton Bulldogs anymore.
Just look at that. Look, just cuts it, bang, from the parking lot. But I mean, he's not even looking at the net there. That he just takes it and eventually cuts middle, drops the shoulder, just unloads from the parking lot, top shelf. He's just fit into the OHL unbelievably well. And I mean, again, he's playing on one of the most ridiculous lines in the whole league. He's playing with Merrick Vanacker, who was a 2024 first-round pick for Chicago. He's playing with Jake O'Brien, who went 8th overall to Seattle this past draft. So, like, the three of them playing together is legitimately a cheat code. And again, like, when you project him forward, he probably, just given the fact that he's 5'9" on like a good day, he's probably, if he does make it to the NHL, he's probably gonna be a winger. But I mean, he drives play, makes plays from the wing. But I mean, he's hit the ground running the OHL. Brantford's very fun to watch. The games that I watched this week were very fun, and he's awesome. I'm such a big fan of that pick, especially given the fact you have him in the 5th round. Super high ceiling. But again, you know, it's always just gonna be the question. It's gonna be the size thing, so we'll see. But he's just ridiculous right now.
Yeah, dude, what a team here. We just got it up on screen. For those who are listening, if you want to check us out on YouTube, I'll share some highlights that I can pull up from these guys on the fly and their stats and stuff like that. That's on screen. But yeah, Yeah, what a duo, man. Jake O'Brien and Bannock right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Other OHL guy, I think I either talked about him last week or the week before, but the Liam Amidovsky kid was, I think he was what, fifth round, or maybe it was the fourth round this past year on the draft for Minnesota. More of the same. Like, he's never going to put up a ton of points. He does have skill. He can score. He can make plays. But, like, his bread and butter is just the fucking motor. He's kind of honestly like a Kiefer Sherwood type. Like, he hits everything that moves. He plays at 1,000 miles an hour. And, like, it just, like, the motor doesn't stop. So he plays on North Bay. They are significantly less good than Bradford. But they're usually competitive. They stay in games for the most part. They played Thursday, 4-1 loss to the Sioux Greyhounds. Davidovsky put up 4 more shots on net, 6 penalty minutes. And then on Sunday, in a 6-2 win against Niagara, gets an assist. He's a +2, 6 more shots on net and 4 penalty minutes. So 2 games this week, 10 shots, 10 pims with the assists. He's up to 7 points. That's 4 goals, 3 assists in 14 games. He's also got 21 penalty minutes and 49 shots on net. I just really fucking like watching him play. Again, he can play center, he can play wing. Again, just the way that he plays, probably more of a winger long term. And I mean, again, like, long road before he plays pro hockey. He's got a few years left before we even see him potentially like playing AHL hockey. But it's just like, it's the motor, it's the nonstop, it's the compete. Like, he hits everything that moves. Again, he's a beast in the forecheck, but he does have skill. He can make plays. He's got a really nice shot when he chooses to use it. And right now he is just letting loose with, I mean, I think last week too, he was averaging like 7 shots on net per game. So he was just ripping pucks past couple weeks, but he's really fun. I love watching him play. But again, half a point per game, you probably want to see him take that up obviously a little bit, especially in junior hockey, but just his brand of hockey just screams bottom 6 energy, kill penalties, physical, be a pest. But again, there's some sneaky skill and some playmaking ability and some offense in there. So one of my favorite players. Yeah, he's a big. Yeah, he plays like he's
plays big. Yeah,
like and he's flying around the ice. Like, again, like, he's very much a Kiefer Sherwood type, where it's just nonstop fucking motor. So I love watching him play. Very fun player. And again, like, when I drafted him this past year, I went back and just like watched a bunch of his tape. Second half of last year, especially, like, I was like, aha, okay, now I see it. But yeah, no, he's both games I saw this week. He looked pretty good, stood out, and got rewarded with at least an assist in that second game, the 6-2 win over Niagara. So yeah, that was good to see.
Nice.
Can shift over to the WHL. Chase Whitsey, the goalie, didn't play in either one of their games this week. It's going to be another year for him on that Red Deer team. They're a little better than they were last year. Like, last year, they were just fucking bad. I think he was like taking 38 shots per game. It was just like brutal. Poor fucking bastard. But Carter Klippenstein, another energy guy, another guy that screams bottom 6. He's a big boy. Drafted him as an overager this past draft. Never gonna be a guy that puts up 1 million points, but he played 3 games this week. No points, but he finishes a +3 in those 3 games. Added a couple shots on net, a little over 50% in the face-off dot. But he's just a defensive, super physical. I think he's like 6'3", and right around 200 pounds. He's a big boy, super physical, really solid defensively. Again, like, pretty low ceiling, high floor type of guy, probably. Like, I do think this is going to project pretty well into the NHL. It's just like, he's going to be in your bottom 6. He's going to be primarily used defensively. He's good at face-offs, kills penalties. But I mean, he's physical. He's mean. Not afraid. Does not pass up hits, and kind of just plays pretty foundational hockey, which is pretty much what we saw from all 3 games this week. But hopefully, he can find a little bit more offense, maybe. But I mean, again, his game is like reliability and being physical and kind of just like being the right place, right time, doing the right things, good habits. So not a whole lot of a whole lot to report there, but again, 6 points, 12 games so far in WHL, 18 penalty minutes, 19 shots on net. If anything else, I'd like to see him shoot a little bit more when he does have opportunities too.
He's 18.
He does have a shot. No, he's in 06, so I think he was I think he was a draft +1 this past year, and they took him in the 3rd round. I think that sounds right. And Brandon's an okay team. It feels like they're either smoking teams or getting smoked. I don't know. There's like, it's a weird one, but either way, pretty meat and potatoes type of player. Yeah, would like to see a little bit more offense, obviously. But that's the CHL, guys. And then the only guys we got to talk about here, just the few that played this week. College hockey, Michigan State bye week, they did not play. Ryder Ritchie and BU, they played Maine, 2 really fucking good games. Friday they go down 5-4 in overtime. Saturday they lose 8-5. I think there was at least one empty netter in there. Ritchie scored nice goal in that game on Friday, the 5-4 OT loss. Had a rougher game. I mean, I think he was on the ice for one of the goals against one of the empty net goals against in that second game there, but he's fit in really well with BU. BU's off to like a kind of a tough start. They've had a really hard schedule. Same thing with BC, actually. BC is down bad right now. I think they're like 3-5 or something like that. Not quite. We'll talk about this kid in a little bit. Not quite that as bad like Minnesota, who I think they might have had the toughest start in the country. As far I just looked at their schedule, like Jesus Christ, they've played everyone already. They're like 2-7, 2-7-1 or something. But anyways,
back to back weekend sweeps is tough.
Yeah, I mean, who were they? It was like Wisconsin. Before that, they played Duluth. Duluth, by the way, confirmed legit. Confirmed legit. But back to Ryder Ritchie, playing a lot with Yzerman and Bednarik. Yzerman did get hurt. We'll see if it's going to be long term. That's going to suck, obviously. But Ritchie's just fitted really well with college hockey. Hopefully figure out some new line mates now with Cole Yzerman going down. But see where he finished there. But like BU as a whole just needs to get it together here. Again, tough schedule the past few weeks, but he's up to 3 goals, 5 assists for 8 points in 9 games so far at BU. Probably want to see him start shooting the puck a little bit more. He's going to have the opportunity now, especially with Yzerman being out. But he's also got 4 blocks, 14 pins, and that's Ryder Ritchie. But he's fun.
He's like looked so comfortable in college. Like there was no time to he didn't need any time to get used to the college game coming over from the dub. Like and I think that's really important. He's just he's that good of a hockey player that's like, put me in this situation. I know obviously with some really good players, but put me in there. I know my role. I can adapt. And if anything, facilities wise, he's gone to more of an upgrade than friggin' Medicine Hat and Prince Albert.
Yeah.
Which out of those two, I don't know I don't know which one's better. Maybe Medicine Hat.
I'm trying to think. PA, they've got a weird camera angle, so I couldn't actually see much of that rink. I think Medicine Hat might take it. Medicine Hat's got sick jerseys. Actually, you know what PA
Medicine Hat, they've won a lot more, and I feel like their ownership has more money. I mean, probably. Willie Desjardins makes a pretty penny too, and I don't think he's ever going to come back to the NHL because he's like, I'm good. I am good coaching Medicine Hat until I die. So I think he's been there for almost 2 decades now.
Yeah, he's been there forever.
Yeah, I mean, he's did a small stint with the Canucks, and then back to Medicine Hat. Yeah. Willie D.
All right, works out. But yeah, I also every time I pull up a BU game, I keep forgetting that Ritchie grew and he's 6'2" now. So I'll look at him and be like, oh, I forgot you did that. You did grow. You have grown 3 or 4 inches since getting drafted. He's on pace to be 7 feet tall.
He was way taller than me when I met him in the summer. He was a string bean, but I'm like, oh man, yeah.
He's on. If he keeps going at this pace, he's going to be 7'2" by the time he hits the NHL. It's going to be great.
Billy Guerin type of player. Billy Guerin type of player.
He's like, I knew this was going to fucking happen.
I knew he'd be a we projected him to be a 7-foot player.
We were in the draft meeting, and I said, "Fella, he's gonna be fucking big as fuck, fella. Like he's gonna be a big dude. We gotta draft this kid. He's gonna grow. He's gonna be fucking huge." Billy's from Western Mass. He doesn't have the accent. He's a good Western Mass boy, though. Anyways, that's Ryder Richie.
I did find the highlight of Richie quick, so I'll share.
Oh, perfect. Actually, if you could pull that up, I need to go refill my water because my mouth is about to fucking. It's the desert right now. Oh yeah, there he is. I'll be right back.
Oh man, I actually didn't even see this. Oh man, that was beautiful. Let's look at it one more time. And Maine's pretty good. Oh man, that's so nasty. Like, what an angle too. That's some like Sidney Crosby-esque. Sidney Crosby-esque work right there. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Again, thanks everyone listening. Thanks everyone watching. Appreciate you guys. MN Simon for the support as well. Dude, that was like some Sidney Crosby nasty ass shit right there. That was
he's a beauty. It was a very nice. Yeah, it's funny. Like, there's when he gets hot, like when he got hot in Medicine Hat, it was like he was only like every goal he scored, he was only going like Sports Center top 10 mode. I love yelling that at games, by the way. Whenever someone does something cool, I just go. Or if I'm playing, I just do something like very not hard to do. I'll just start hyping myself up, and I'll just start yelling.
For us, it was like whenever someone messed up, because we just thought of like Whitney with the Edmonton Oilers. And you know what's funny is like, okay, my friends, we would make fun. Like we saw that moment as a meme before Chicklets was even a thing. So like when he talked about it I was dying. You know, like texted my buddies and I was like, oh man, Witt's talking about like that one game we all watched when he went into the net and Sports Center just going out. Like, and they ran, dude, because that one, it was like after 10, because I don't know if it's the same in the States, but in Canada, they usually do like the hour show with like different tweaks up until 10. Then they just run the same half an hour one until late night content. And so for like 3 hours straight, we just had it on in the background while, I don't know if we were like studying in college or high school or doing something, but always like the last 5 minutes, it was showing that highlight package and then would end with fucking falling in the net.
It's so I fucking like. I used to obviously watch sport. I mean, I just like don't watch TV anymore at all. But like, I used to watch Sports Center literally every day. And they didn't do it every time, but they would sometimes do the Sports Center not top 10, and I fucking love those ones.
Jay and Dan
probably more than top 10. By the way, in the summer when there's literally only baseball, there's nothing worse than Sports Center top 10 because you get excited, and then there's like one of them's like fucking Joey Chestnut 87 hot dogs. That's our second. It's number 2 on the Sports Center
or it's
top
just like
10.
Look at this girl look at this woman dancing in the bleachers. She's the only one in the section of the baseball game. We were lucky to have Jay Onright and Dan O'Toole as just like amazing guys at TSN. And Jay Onright's still working. I know Dan O'Toole went through a lot of personal stuff, and he's doing good. It's crazy, man. Doing good now.
I remember that was nuts.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere too. He actually appeared on like this is so random, but like there's a Canadian who lives in New York and he covers MMA. He's like the only MMA guy, Ariel Hawani, and he had like his personal YouTube channel. He just had Dan O'Toole on one time, and he's like, "Oh, we're friends. I wanted him to like clear the air for anybody who like wanted to know." And it's like it's only MMA content, and it's like a random interview with Dan O'Toole, which again, lucky I saw it because I actually was interested. So yeah, he's doing okay, and Jay Onright's still doing his thing. But I remember they went to like Fox Sports at one point. And like I remember kind of like when Target came to Canada, it just didn't hit the same, and like they didn't hit the same in the States, and they came back and just kept doing their thing. But anyways, I need to get that soundbite now for the next few shows.
I just get fired up when they would play the whole thing. I just get fired up. I would be going.
That and the TSN's World Juniors intro song which I found out is the same song they use for the Scotties curling tournament. It's exactly the same. And I was like, oh my God, I can't
Wait,
believe
really?
it. Yeah. They just, instead of like a guitar, it's a piano, or they just changed up the instrument, but it's the exact same song. Broke my brain. Yeah.
That rocks.
Yeah.
I actually forgot how nasty that fucking Ryder Ritchie goal was.
Dude, I was like, what?
He just like faked like he was gonna go back and like throw it across that, and then just does like a no look backhand fucking upstairs. Thank you. Keep the change. And I swear to God, every time I look at it, like I keep forgetting you fucking are 6'2". I don't even know why it's like blowing my mind. I'm just so used to be like 5'11". Anyways, let me try to see here. And I'm just gonna actually remind myself who he was playing. Oh yeah, so now with the injury to Irons, he's mostly been playing with Sasha Boyer and Jack Murtagh. Murtagh's another style player, so I mean, so is Boyer. So should be all right still, but obviously again, Cole Eisman going down sucks.
Hey, you'll have an opportunity to shoot a little bit more now.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Next up, Rieger Lorenz from Denver. They played Alaska Anchorage this week. Friday was a 4-3 overtime loss. Lorenz did score his second of the year, added 3 shots, and it was a -1. Saturday, 6-0 win against Anchorage. No points, but added a shot on net. He's a +1. Took 2 faceoffs, 1-1. Added a couple shot blocks, and also had 2 penalty minutes. Lorenz has been interesting, but I checked before I kind of do the whole deep dive. So 2 games, 1 goal. And then through 8 games this season, he's got 2 goals and 3 assists for 5 points. He's a +5. He's got 18 shots on net. He's got 4 block shots. He's been used pretty much throughout the entire lineup. Which I think I talked about this like last year. He was doing the same thing where he was pretty much used as like a full utility type player. Whereas like there were some games where they'd throw him on the 4th line and like just have him kill penalties and play defensive hockey. There are times where they're throwing him up on the 1st line, only doing PP. So like it's an interesting kind of like we saw him blow up his sophomore year when he was like right around point per game. Obviously puts up points on both goals in the national championship game that year too. He just kind of gives you a little bit of everything
in clutch situations too. I feel like he's like, if some of the top dogs aren't pulling their weight, like he's just consistently there. He's like, all right, next man up, I'll do my job. So
yeah, it's interesting. Like he's clearly like
points that I could show to other people. Be like, like it. I don't necessarily like want them to have to watch him to know how good he is. I wish they'd like reflected a little bit on the score sheet as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's interesting with Carl too. Like he clearly is very comfortable throwing him over the boards in any scenario. So like any big moment in a game, like usually Rieger's going over the boards and he's on the ice. I honestly wish like he would just kind of like let him go out and play like offensively, like give like like he's shown. I mean, I guess. Right now, he's being used in so many different parts of the games because he can be trusted. And he's shown that he's like kind of like a jack of all trades, master of none type, maybe. But I have seen that shot that he has. I have seen him make plays. I would love to just like see Carl just let him go and just like unleash to see how much offense he could put up. I mean, he's got like limitations. Obviously, he's like the quickest skater in the world, but I mean, he's a big kid. He's got to get a little bit stronger probably, but he's got a great shot. He's got a ton of skill. He can play physical when he chooses to, but he is just like a really smart player. So again, the fact, like I think I saw him, I think they start on like the 4th line in that second game. But I mean, I don't know. It's he really, and just given how many guys fucking Denver graduated the past 2 years. And I mean, they had a couple transfers. They brought in a couple guys, a couple nice recruits, but like for the most part, it's a very, very, very different team. So they're like, I mean, like every game's going to be difficult. So the fact that he can kind of give them a little bit of everything, he's going to get used in every situation, which again, that's good. And here's the here's his goal. And let's see the penalty shot.
No doubt that it was clear. It was.
It was very
Gamma.
clear, guys. Very clear.
This fucking video.
Hits the penalty shot. Here we go. Rieger Lorenz goes wide. Now at the hack.
Oh my god, what a backhand. Two
Oh yeah,
backhand.
pump the crowd too.
Oh man.
Yep. So for anyone just listening, scoring the penalty shot, fake.
Now at the hack.
There you go. Drag, pull to the backhand, sell, get the goalie to jump, and then goes upstairs with it again. So he's got the skill, like he can score from deep too. I remember like some of the goals he scored playing junior hockey, like it was just absolute fucking rocket launcher. So I would love to see him like just get unleashed on offense to see what he could do. I think he could put up a good amount of points. We saw him do it once before. But I mean, like I think given where Denver's at, they kind of need him to do a little bit of everything, and if that means playing a little bit more defensively, just like he did last year. Like the point totals obviously were a concern last year for anyone not really watching super close, but like the fact of the matter was he's getting used a ton of the PK and like defensive hockey, so shouldn't have come at a too big of a surprise. But I mean, again, I would like to see him used more. But I mean, hey, 5 points in 8 games, playing primarily like defensive hockey, it's not bad. So there you go. Rieger Lorenz, fun player, very, very fun to watch. And this will be his last year at Denver. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
All right. Next up, Jimmy Clark, fucking poor Minnesota. Jesus Christ. Like this start to the year. By the way, I just remembered too. I definitely need to move my desk next week. Like
See, I
I'm
told
now
you guys
facing
the tease for next week. Where will he be in his room?
Well, I knew because like now, like this is the wall that I share with my roommate. So it's like there's one time I was going nuts when my desk used to be here. And I was going nuts about like Felix Unger Sorum like 2 years ago, and she was just like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it. Best player that's ever lived." Anyway, but I keep like yelling at the fucking wall. Anyways,
I think I'm like right under my roommate's office, but like there's also I think it's also his living room with his TV, and I know there was one day where he's just like, "What the fuck were you yelling about?" And I was like, "Oh, somebody got knocked out." He's like, "I know, but like you were like war cry screaming." I was like, "Oh shit."
So yeah, of course. Was I not supposed to? But anyways, Jimmy Clark, University of Minnesota, they're down bad right now. They've had they very well may be the toughest start as far as scheduling. They're 2-7-1, but these are the teams they've played. So they just got swept again, this time by Wisconsin in Wisconsin. Lose 4-0 on Saturday, 5-2 on Friday. Week before that, they played Duluth, 4-1 loss and a 3-0 loss. Week before that, they played Nodak. They lost 5-1. They won 5-1, which is an awesome win, obviously. They lost 5-2. They've also played BC twice. Like, it is a ridiculous start to the season. But anyways, had talked Jimmy Clark real quick. He you know what? They got pounded on Thursday in that 5-2 loss against Wisconsin. If I'm Jimmy Clark, you know what I'm saying? I had my guy. He finishes with 1 assist, a shot on net, went 10 for 21 at the faceoff. Thought it was a +1. So he's doing what he's supposed to do, fellas. I don't know what everyone else is doing around here.
Jimmy Clark's
doing his part.
Nope,
he's got 5 assists in 10 games so far. I mean, like, again, there's not a whole lot of offense to be had for Minnesota. I think he's still 4th or 5th on the team in points, with 5 assists and 0 goals. Part of that just comes with the territory of playing like the best teams in the country to start off the year. But either way, Jimmy Clark. So he had the assist in the first game. Second game, the 4-0 loss, 4 shots on net, -1, 6-14 at the faceoff dot. So it's now, like I said before, 5 assists through 10 games, no goals, 15 shots on net. He's blocked 8 shots as well. There you go. Rick Dvorsky scored his first goal for the Blues tonight. That's great. Fuck the Blues. Focus again. But Jimmy Clark, it's gonna be interesting, like, to see how me and Hoppy have talked about this before. They're still good on paper. They've got plenty of good players, but there's obviously they lost pretty much their entire top 6 of them, Brody Zemer last year. Jimmy Clark's been used up and down the lineup all year last year too. He's playing primarily in that top six now. Obviously, we'd like to see him win some more faceoffs. I think this year he's right around 40%. Last year he was close to like 50, 55. And I mean, I'd like to see him shoot the puck more. I mean, he doesn't have like a big shot, but like, I mean, I probably want to see more than 1.5 shots per game here. But like, I mean, his passing this is what we talked when the Wild drafted him in the 7th round. I was very excited because like watching how well he passes the puck, some of the creativity he's got, the vision. Whether again, like I was talking about with Bannock, just like the quick touch passes, like he's very cerebral, reads the ice really well, reads space really well, creates lanes, but he's such a good passer. So really fun to watch there. And what I mean, fucking poor Minnesota, who they have now. They can go on a nice little run here. Let's see. They've got Notre Dame at home this weekend, and they've got Long Island the next weekend, and then they've got Penn State. But they are at home for the next 6 games before they go to Denver. So they should be able to pull off a couple more wins here, specifically with Long Island and Notre Dame. But Jesus Christ, like what a ridiculous schedule to open the fucking season. Like they've played a bunch of the top dogs already, and they've got Notre Dame coming up or Denver coming up soon too. Yeah, but I don't know. This would be a good question. I don't know how much. I mean, Hoppy's been a little bit busy lately, so I don't know how much she's been able to watch. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's weird seeing the Minnesota 2-7-1. But it is what it is. Anyways, big fan of Jimmy Clark. I was very excited when they drafted in the 7th round, and hopefully he can get some more points for him, get him going.
Yeah, hopefully they can just get going as a whole. It's just been a weird season. Like the first season that I've like started to follow a lot more of college hockey, and yeah, Hoppy and like everyone's like, this is just such a weird year, man. Like teams that shouldn't have been winning out of the gate are winning. Teams that were really bad last year, like taking a step forward. A lot of like the powerhouses were still good, like had a bunch of guys go pro, and things are just like turnaround is maybe a little bit tougher than they predicted. And it's been a lot of fun though. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of goals too. A lot of high scoring games. Yeah. It's been more fun than I expected, but like I asked a bunch of people like, hey, what are we expecting this year? You know, like just because I haven't been following college hockey for a long time, and they're like, yeah, dude, this year nothing's really going as expected. I mean, some clubs are starting to kind of get their feet under them, and stuff's kind of unfolding the way they projected. But for the most part, the first 3 weeks in particular, I know everyone was like, dude, these games are so much fun, but like it's just madness right now. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. I'm trying to pull up the pairwise rankings. They drop every Monday. So here we go. Michigan State number 1, Michigan number 2, Penn State 3, Western Michigan 4, Quinnipiac 5, which is surprising. They've had some big wins though. Maine 6, Duluth up to 7, North Dakota at 8, Denver 9, 10, Wisconsin, UConn at 11, BU still at 12, even though they're 3-5-1. That's interesting. UMass 13, Northeastern coming back strong after a fucking brutal couple of years. At 14, Providence 15. That's surprising. They've been dog shit every time I've watched them. They're 3-3-1. Minnesota State, Cornell, BC all the way down at 18 now. They're 2-4-1. They've been brutal. Ohio State and Colorado College. Fucking poor Miami can't get any love. They just split with Duluth. No, that was not who they played. They played Arizona State. They split. I think they're like 7-1 now though, so that's brutal. What are they gonna do? And now Minnesota's out of the top 20. They're just receiving votes. So yeah, and
Notre Dame this weekend.
Mateo just put it in there too. Michigan State's been fucking unbelievable. They're doing some fucking.
Yeah,
but hopefully Minnesota can pick up a couple big wins here against Notre Dame because they desperately need it.
Both the Minnesota teams, man. We just need the frost to start already. We need some wins here. We need some positivity. I mean, I guess if you're a Duluth fan, you're nothing but just straight cheesing right now. I know. I think not this week, but next week for Fellowship of the Rink again, he's going to jump on, just to talk about the landscape of college hockey and that. You know what? I'm happy for him because last year he did an MNCAA show, and every week he was like, "Well, everything sucks. It's terrible hockey to watch." But like, there was one player who did one good thing defensively, and I'm going to talk about that for 10 minutes. I was like, dude, you poor soul, but at least you put at least it was riveting. So when I did my hit with him last week, he was just like, I was like, "So, do you have some time to talk Bulldogs?" Like, boy, do I ever.
Oh boy, do I.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Oh, actually, yeah, I was about to say that does it pretty much for all the prospects I could watch as many games of / shifts as possible, but they did not mention Duluth yet because they played North Dakota. They game one, big time, 4-3 win over Nodak, and then they kind of got spanked in that second game. My boy Will Zellers, who Boston acquired in that trade for Charlie Coyle with Colorado last year, scored a sick playoff goal. Keaton Verhoff projected 1, 2, or 3, depending who you ask, projected to go top 3 in this draft. He scores in that second game. He's off to a pretty decent start. Let me see who else scored. Kleber scored his goal for Duluth. But either way, they split with Nodak. They are now 8-2 on the year. Fascinating. I don't think Pionk. Yeah, definitely Pionk. Not on the score sheet yet, despite Duluth being 8-2. He did a ton of his damage on the power play last year, but like I think he's still when I've watched, he maybe hasn't like stood out positively or negatively. He kind of just like do his job and move on. Like last year, there was just like a ton of offense. Again, most of it on the power play, but it's pretty weird to see because I mean he was top. At one point, he was like top 5 defenseman scoring last year in college hockey. So it's interesting to see them 8-2, number whatever I said it was 7 in the country. He doesn't have any points yet. He's playing like 20 minutes a night, so it's always interesting. But either way, at this point, they're getting all of their scoring from those forwards pretty even. I think there's like 4 of them that are up over 15 or up over 10 points. I think it's like Plant. Oh, wait, do you have it up? Oh, wow, you do have it up. Just on there. Both the Plants and then I think it's like I forgot how to say his name, Shabby. And I think the kid on the back end is doing all the scoring. I think it's Hansen. He's got 10 points, 10 games. But yeah, no, it's weird. It's weird to see fucking no Pionk on the score sheet yet, but hey, he's doing his job. And that's the roundup.
Pretty solid.
Oh wow, look at that hour on the dot. We did,
dude. I know.
The roundup, pretty good.
We had the best damn intro.
I needed to stretch that out to wake up a little bit here.
Plum Brothers, new Kachuk Brothers. We'll see. They certainly are ripping it up in Duluth right now.
Yeah. I forgot how many guys that had come in this year. The Brady Cleveland kid. Who drafted him? Was he a Detroit draft pick? I remember watching him. Dude, he's a murderer. I just pulled up his stats through 9 games, 0 points, 5 shots on net. By far the lead on the team in PIMS, but we have 23.
I'm gonna try to find some hits quickly.
One major. But I mean, dude, watching him, junior hockey was just comical. Like he was killing guys.
Where did you play?
I think he was it the program? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big boy, 6'5".
Bounced around college too.
Mean as shit.
Colorado College, University of Wisconsin before this.
Yeah. Another taste. Wild still have his rights, but Nate Benoit is at his 3rd school in 3 years. Started at Nodak, barely played. Then he went to Quinnipiac last year, barely played. Now he's at fucking Long Island University.
Is he barely playing there too?
Nah, he's actually playing like 18 with it right now, but he also play like 3 USHL teams.
Boom!
Yeah, that's him. That's fucking Brady Cleveland. Just a big mutant. He's so funny. I love that kid.
That is awesome. I think there's one more from Junior.
It's funny because that's against Duluth. That was last year.
Yeah.
Colorado College.
Here's another one from when he was in Colorado College too.
Pass off the stick of
It's right here.
Oh,
Bang. That's
jeez.
dirty.
okay,
Bro.
so I guess
Wait, can you go back? Can we listen
Oh
to that?
my god.
his pass off the stick.
Listen to the fucking commentator.
Oh, okay. So I guess we're going to have time now to finish the Joey Potter interview because that glass is going to take a little bit of time to clean up.
Whoa!
Oh, good old Joey Potter interview.
Whoa! Okay.
Whoa,
Well,
okay. Damn.
yeah, that's pretty Cleveland. He's a big
I
motherfucker.
love him. Dude, literally the
got a great-
comment on Twitter. There's
got a
one
great
comment on
suit up.
Twitter. One comment on Twitter from Greg Armstrong from Trout Lake, Canada, and he's like, he's a big boy. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, actually, and I think it was it Simon at the beginning of the show mentioned the Jose Ramirez, was it Tim Robinson fight a couple years ago, baseball fight.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
like fucking dude, Jose Ramirez just threw a blind punch and just chinned Tim Robinson, and Robinson was out cold. Like
Fuck
he did
yeah.
the thing where his whole body just stopped, and he's like, he got up and could barely walk off. But like, it was a blind punch. But it was this coolest the way fucking Robinson just went. He like dropped his glove, his baseball glove, and then he starts going. And he like actually squared up. I was like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. And then Ramirez just hit him with a blind, just chinned him.
That's like what I love about box lacrosse. It's like when the one enforcer who like doesn't play any minutes at all just like runs out there and he just let's go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so much more. It's funny because of all the hockey we watch. That's like, oh yeah, this isn't on ice. So they're not like circling each other all menacing. It's just like some shorter dude, usually like a dyed mohawk or something, who's like, this is my like,
box lacrosse-
this is what they're paying me for.
The box across, they grab on though. They still grab.
No, yeah,
on.
they do. But I mean, dude, in like the WLA, like not
Oh, they're
like, the
throwing
leagues,
fucking bombs.
dude. Yeah, the leagues that like feed the NLL in Canada, like, dude, like the first punch is usually a Superman punch. Like it is, it's like you'd think these guys are like kickboxers, the way that they're like faking knees, and the guy's like, wait, you can't do that, and then boom, you're just getting fucking straight right to the noggin. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. The cross fights are insane, dude.
Yeah, they're just chucking them.
Yeah.
All right, let me just finish this one up. We did all the prospect stuff I want to talk about as far as the Wild goes. As I mentioned before, we already talked about him a little bit before. Keaton Vera for Nodak, projected top 3 pick in this draft. He's looked pretty good. He's playing anywhere from 15, 16, 17 minutes tonight. Looks like he's like growing into the game a little bit, college hockey. So that's always nice. For me personally, he's probably number 3 off the board right now, behind still McKenna and then Stenberg in Sweden. Kevin McKenna is like an interesting one. Like, I think we're going to get to the point where like there are going to be a ton of people that want to push him outside of number 1 because they just like, this is the same thing they do all the time. But
Yeah.
he started off really hot. He's kind of cooled off a little bit here. And it's always funny too, whenever I see people be like, is play away from the puck. I'm like, okay, if you draft him first overall, you don't give a fuck about what he does away from the puck. Like, it's just because he's going to put up 3 points per fucking game. But I'd like to see him a little bit more involved, get to the center of the ice a little bit more. I mean, he's a winger, but like he is so far in the fucking periphery every time I watch Penn State. But I mean, God, he's so fucking good though, so it doesn't really matter. But either way, still, as far as the college kids go, I think he's still just over Vierhoff, and then as well as Stenberg over in Sweden. I want to see him, make sure I have the right number of points here. Yeah, he's up to 13 points in his first 10 college games. That's 3 goals, 10 assists, a -2. Yeah, I mean, I'd obviously like to see him score a couple more goals himself, but I mean, some of the passes he's making are just a fucking joke. The kid's ridiculous. So, yeah, either way, that was it for those two. I'm trying to think as well. We'll probably do more draft stuff next week. We just at Smart Scouting we had our first prelim ranking, and then a couple weeks ago, the NHL Central Scouting they put out their watch list. So we've got a couple guys that we haven't talked about before that we can talk about too. But
And then right after,
probably do more draft stuff.
Yeah, right after Thanksgiving, I know Bob McKenzie does his like pre-World Junior one, and then that half the rosters worldwide are either prospects or guys who are entering their draft year, anyways. And I know he always does a deep dive on that, but fuck, Bobby Mac's getting up there, man. Like I don't know how much longer he's gonna be doing this stuff because he's retired. He just does stuff for TSN because he wants to at this point. But I know
He's like I'll call you when I feel like it.
He's got like a canned margarita company now that's just humming, Bobby Margarita. He's been writing a few books, but I saw a picture of him the other day and I was like, oh man, like he kind of always just like looked just like Bob McKenzie old for like a good 30 years, but now he's looking like it's like when you look at Don Cherry now and you're like, oh fuck, you're old. You're not just like crazy grandpa Don Cherry old now, like you're old, or Uncle Don Cherry now, you're like great grandpa Don Cherry now. And
yeah,
Bob McKenzie,
I'll be honest, he's always been old to me, like old as fuck Don Cherry.
But now,
I've never been like, oh, he's looking good right now.
I guess like frail is the word I'm looking for now. Like, he looks like you could. Yeah, like the old Don Cherry we grew up with, it's like he could still fight guys. Whereas like now it's like, dude, I'm scared for him to like fall down the stairs. Like,
right. Dude, I fucking every once in a while I'll just remember what fucking Bobby Mack looked like when he first came into the league, like when he was in Philly and shit. Like the curly fucking long hair was so fucking funny.
His son,
some of the pictures of old Bobby Mack are unbelievable.
Bro, his son works for Sportsnet, looks exactly like him when he was younger.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Was it Sean?
Yeah. He's good too. I remember when he chose to sign with Sportsnet and Bob McKenzie, they like I think it was like the whole panel on TSN were like making subtle shots of him the whole time.
Yeah, of course.
James Duffy. Oh, I met Bob McKenzie, but he was shaking hands and kissing babies all day. That like I was just another number to him. But I'll say like when I met James Duffy, he treated everyone like you were like his favorite fan, right? Like he was just like, oh, I'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. He had something of note. Whereas like Bob McKenzie was like, oh yeah, thanks for coming. I'll take a picture, whatever. James was like going off. So I've always loved James Duffy.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Sure. Watching him try to do broadcasts from like, I think the Masters on one of the biggest golf tournaments. Nick Ultra always sponsors it, and he always jokes that like in my contract I have to drink 6 of these throughout the day.
Legally, it's a legal issue.
Oh, it's great. All right, well, I think that's all I got on our non-existent outline.
Yeah, I like almost never even look at the outline. I'm sure also drives everyone nuts, but that's why it was blank this time.
I mean, in fairness, there's 3 hockey fights I put on there. We didn't show them here because we had other highlights to watch, but I did my contribution for the week.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. We'll be back next Monday. I'll be tagging in for the next few weeks. I'll be on Fellowship of the Rink with Joe Smith. We got Russo on, so that will be posted on Wednesday. And then Wildly Informed, I'll be live with Brett either Wednesday or Thursday, but the podcast will come out on Friday. I'm literally on every single show. I went from not being on any show to on all of the shows now, for this part of the season, guys. So, yeah, I think that's it. I don't really have an outro. I don't know. What do you guys do for an outro? I mean, I edit the show, but I feel like it's always like kind of different every week.
No, I'm usually just like, bro, I'm like, please, can we go? Can we leave? And I'll be like, we just fucking end it. And that's usually how it ends. But yeah, we'll figure that out. Well, I remember, dude, do you remember fucking editing the show when I was doing it by myself?
Dude,
I was like, I would be like out loud, be like, yo, how the fuck do I end this? I don't know, whatever. So fuck this.
I would edit it. So,
I'm going home. I am home. Fuck.
Because I remember I edited like video clips for it. I would edit the whole thing as a video first and then just export the audio. I didn't want you to. I was like, you better keep everything in.
I don't think I ever crossed the
I
line.
think
So
I
I
never
think
took
everything was
anything
in.
out. I just like adjusted
Yeah.
volumes and like zoom, zoomed in on some of the
R.I.P.
funny
Coop.
stuff. But yeah. Oh.
R.I.P. Coop, my old dog that would just show up.
The best is like get on the couch and you're like, oh hey, what's up? And then you like readjust and then suddenly like turn the other side, make a face off the couch, back on the couch.
I gotta find all those old clips because you'd always
Yeah.
tweet them out. I gotta find when he died. I went to go find them all, like make one long fucking like compilation.
They're
of all
on
of
the
them.
fucking Twitter account I
This
got.
is so funny. Oh yeah, they're
got-
all gone. Fuck.
They're on the suspended. They're on the hacked. I don't know what account they're on actually. They might be on the hacked account.
It's either I like that we either have a hacked one or a suspended
we have a
one. We have
suspended
both
one and a
of
hacked
those.
one. We're just not on Twitter anymore. Fuck it.
Bad boys of Twitter. The bad boys of Twitter.
I have
nothing
some
wrong,
of the
actually.
clips saved on my old computer. I have to wipe it and sell it soon anyways. I will find some. I have at least 2 or 3 on that computer, so I'll find
Hell
some.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He was electric. That old
He's the
fuck.
man. One of the boys
All right,
for sure.
we could end it there. We'll see everyone next week to do some more draft stuff. And we'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in.